I'm out here by our gardens and everything is starting to grow pretty good now this spring. And I just finished the prep work for a foundation for a garden shed. A floating slab is what we're going to have here. Been looking to do this for a couple years. I'm just finally getting at it right now. And I just finished up the grade work and putting the forms up. And I'll lay some mesh down and I'll get to pouring some concrete. It's going to be a 4-inch thick slab. But on the edges I got it tapered down to 5.5. I wanted a little more strength along the outside where the walls are going to sit. And I'm going to use a product that I never used before. It's been out for quite a while, but I haven't used it. It's fiberglass rebar. It's very lightweight. It's supposed to be better than steel rebar. Of course, that's their selling angle, but it's very inexpensive. It was about $2.30 for a 10-foot length. So I'm going to tie that stuff down and see how that works in here. Kind of an interesting product. Yeah, it's the afternoon and I got it poured. Probably go over it a little bit more, but otherwise it's pretty good the way it is. Wind is blowing all kinds of garbage off the trees into it. The construction of the garden shed is going to be similar to that of this little solar shed you see behind me. Well, it's a tool shed with solar panels on top. And the way it was constructed was by stacking 2x10s on top of each other with dovetailed notch corners. So it looks like a little log cabin. And we wanted to go for that same look. So I'm going to head off to the sawmill now and get me some rough sawn 2x10s. Going old sawmill. Some of it burnt down before, but they rebuilt it. Somebody's here. There's somebody. I see some of the bobcat went back there. So I got my form stripped off. It's been sitting here a few days now. Nice and hard. A few chicken tracks in it. And I got my rough sawn 2x10s ready to go. And that's what I'll be building the walls with dovetailed notch corners and just stack them up like logs. I charred the bottom of this first row for a little rot protection. Then I tacked some sill seal all along the bottom and set against concrete. And we'll just set these in here. I'll get these situated where they go and secure them down to the concrete. This is actually a half dovetail. Full dovetail would be coming in like this here, but it's like this so the water drains away from the building. See, it's sloped this way, and it's sloped this way so it won't run into the building. I might cut them off a little bit. I'm not sure they're random lengths, but I'll have to decide later. But these stack up just like logs. I didn't show a whole lot of the concrete work just because I have so much of that in other videos. But it took about a yard of concrete. It was a 5-bag mix, Portland cement. And I just used some pit run sandy gravel that I dig from out behind the barn. And it's pretty hard work when you're doing it all alone, especially now that I'm getting older. In the next video, I'll show some more detail of exactly how I'm cutting and fitting the wall planks. They've been air drying at the sawmill probably for about 2 years, so there's some weathering on them. And I'm doing some sanding on them as I go along. Not exactly sure what we're going to coat the outside with when I'm done. Maybe a stain or just maybe a clear coat. We'll have to do some thinking on that. So I'll catch you in the next video, and thank you for watching this one.